Okay, we just got one of the first units hot off the press of the new center console for the Cybertruck. Let's go ahead and show you how to install it and how to use it. But honestly, I'm already 2 thumbs up. This is a product that the truck should have come with, so I definitely recommend you add it to yours. And it's probably already one of my favorite accessories for the Cybertruck. So the interior of the Cybertruck is very open right here, typically. Very much like the original Model S, if you remember, you know. However, we actually did the refrigerator here, and I absolutely love this, especially on road trips. It's come in handy several times. But today, we're gonna replace this with a much larger center console that has a ton of utility. So I figured it's probably easier we jump in the garage and actually open this and kind of show you exactly what it's going to look like rather than do that in the car. Just a little bit more room to spread out here. So there it is. The center console for the Cybertruck. I am super excited for this because honestly, this is the design I wish I'd had all along. I love the fridge, I love everything else that we've tested out, but this one I think is gonna fit us and our lifestyle way better. In the box, we have a screwdriver. This is the top section. Okay, so all this is injection molded, super nice. Feels great. It's even got this whole like silicone pad here. So this is completely removable, but that just fits in here to really kind of like create a little spot for your phone, so it's something a little with grip. And they have a great topography kind of design on that. Hopefully you can see that. This is kind of like a modular design, so that way, one, it helps cut on shipping a little bit, but also in case they make design updates in the future, they can easily do so. So if there's something that you want to see that's not here currently, drop it in the comment section below. But this is just a little pad that goes in the bottom of this section, which is the roll-up door. You can actually see how it works like that. These are probably gonna be our side pieces, which, yep, they are. And so in the original ones I saw, these side pieces were actually CNC'd out of like a piece of like acrylic or something, but this is all injection molded. This is really nice. This is gonna look so good. We have our little baggie of screws. Then the last part, actually it looks like it's a couple parts. So this is actually going to be some cup holders because you can never have too many cup holders. Then this piece, probably like the front tray. And this is probably the biggest piece minus the side panels. And this will just go kind of in that center console, take up most of the space. But let's go ahead and get the cooler out so we can get all this in. So we kind of got all the parts in here. We're gonna go ahead and kind of sit everything in. And the reason it is put together the way it is a little bit of modularity, but also so that way you can maximize the space with the sides and everything like that. So there's definitely some reasons they did things the way they did, but everything should fit together very well here. Put that in, then this goes in between them. Oh, beautiful, just like so. So we have the front piece, then we have the cup holders, then we have the little door here. I love that. Okay, so then this piece will kind of go like here, and then the top panel will go basically right like so. So then what we can do is we can take this side piece and it will just kind of like snap in here, but then the screws are ultimately what's gonna hold everything together. And if you have a friend that might be able to lend a hand, that might be a little helpful, but it should be pretty easy to do solo as well. And the one thing we can do is just kind of get all this lined up ahead of time. And then actually this center piece right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and sit this down here while I get some of these screws in up top to help hold it, and then we'll put that in probably from the driver's side actually. Just make sure you do these screws just tight enough. You don't want to over tighten them because that can actually strip them. So you just want to be careful. You don't need it extraordinarily tight or anything. I can just start going through, putting all these in, making sure that they're lining up with the piece. So far, so good. And then we'll go ahead and work on this piece real quick. And then we'll go ahead and jump back in here. And then there's 2 screws here and here that will correspond with the spots here and here. So I'm gonna get my 2 screws ready to go. I'll just kind of hold this up here. It goes that way. And this just gives you a compartment here to put stuff in, which is kind of nice because we didn't have anything here before. There's the top one, and then this whole side's good. We'll jump to the driver's side, repeat the process on all the screws, and then we're done. Super easy. And actually, if you start with the back side first, might make it a little easier. Because then this can swing around right into place, just like so. We can go ahead and start getting our screws in. That's actually all done. That took all of like 10 minutes, if that. And that was recording it too. So the one thing I'm gonna do, there's some of these in there, and they're staying kind of like folded, as you might be able to see here. So I'm just gonna take these and kind of sit them out in the sun, so that way they can kind of flatten out a bit. It does look like, oh, that comes off and it's just non-sticky. I was hoping maybe it'd be sticky, but I'm gonna just sit these in the sun for a few so that they can kind of flatten out, and those will all fit really, really nicely too. Otherwise, let me take you on a tour. So here you do see the few screws on the sides, but honestly, I think it kind of matches the Cybertruck decor. Down here, you have this little compartment with the door. Love that to hide things and everything. You have some cup holders and stuff right here, and this can be pulled out if you wish. Then up here, you have just a big compartment for anything, really. Then you do have a little secret compartment right here that stuff can sit on. But one of the coolest things, I think, is this right here. One, it kind of brings everything in line, and 2, gives you some more phone storage. What if you want your phone here but you don't want to charge it? Right here you have some room up here for some glasses, which always live in my door, but now I can put them up there. Wow, love that. Now the one thing is, you can probably see here, it is pretty tight against this, and so I had to remove my silicone cover for the charging pad. Now what I'll probably do is just take this and just cut it right along this edge so that it'll still sit on here, but keep that in mind. But honestly, if that's what it takes, I'm happy with it. It looks very, very nice. The sides look great. Honestly, it looks very OEM style. Feels very solid. Like, it attaches very, very well. And I think that's because like the 5-piece design and then the 2 sides makes it so that it really fits in here very, very well and doesn't jiggle or anything. So overall, I would give this a 2 thumbs up if I wasn't recording with my other hand. So definitely let us know in the comment section down below what you think of the new center console design. We've been through a couple different center console designs. One just kind of sat in this spot. We then had the fridge, and now we have this. And I really, really love this. I think this will be my main around town, but we're definitely gonna keep the fridge for road trips and such like that. But I do really, really like this. I think with all the storage space down here, especially underneath, it will be very beneficial kind of for glasses, cups, anything like that. I really like it. Definitely let me know in the comment section down below what you think. Huge shout out to Test Studio for getting us one of these units very early so that we could make this video. They should be shipping very, very soon, if not already by the time this video goes out. So if you want one, definitely look down below. We'll go ahead and link it all there, and use code Derek at checkout, and that will get you one of the best discounts they're offering at the time. So you can pick up one of these and save yourself a nice chunk of money, and who doesn't love to do that, and make your Cybertruck look and function even better. But that's basically it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As always, a thumbs up if you did. Go and click here to subscribe here for some other ones, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.